Oh, I'm on. Fred, what do you think of the volume? Hold on. It's going to be like this. Oh, yeah, we have to turn that off. Sorry. I'm a technician, as you can see. I think it's good. Yeah.
Sound check. Sound check. Ooh, my mic.
Yeah.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have the service order, so when I forget something, just nudge me. I don't.
ma tov u'manayim, how good it is to be together on this day. Let's sing together. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
We invite our co-president, Fred Vash, to the bima to light candles as we welcome Shabbat into our home, into our hearts. If you have Shabbat candles, feel free to light them now along with us. Amen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Amen.
We continue with Kabbalat Shabbat. The rabbis say that singing is like praying twice, so let's raise our voices in our separate spaces, keeping faith that our collective prayers are heard with strength and with power. Lechu neranana. Lechu neranana l'Adonai, nariah litzor yishenu. Lechu neranana l'Adonai, nariah litzor yishenu. Nekadma fanov betoda bizmirot nariah lo. Lechu neranena l'Adonai, nariah litzor ישנו נקדמו פניו בתודה בזמירות נריע לו כי אל גדול אדוני למלך גדול על כל אלוהים אשר בידו מחירי הארץ ותועפות תרים לו la 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 Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, sing a new song. Shiru Ladonai, kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, shir shir chadash. Shiru Ladonai, shiru Ladonai, kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, shir shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai shir shir chadash. Zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor b'kol zimra. Zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor b'kol zimra. Zamru, zamru Ladonai, zamru, zamru Ladonai, zamru, zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor b'kol zimra. Zamru Ladonai bechinor, bechinor b'kol zimra. Zamru, zamru Ladonai, zamru, zamru Ladonai. Lai la 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 lai lecha dodi, lai la 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 lai likrat kala, lai la 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 lai penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela, lai la 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 lai lecha dodi, lai la 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 lai likrat kala, lai la 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 lai penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiferet ve'litilah. Lai 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 lecha dodi, lai 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 likrat kala, lai 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Hakim nikor הברכה מראש מקדם לסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לי, 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 לך דודי. לי, 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 לקראת כלה. לי, 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 פני שבת, פני שבת לקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לי, 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 לך דודי. לי, 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 לקראת כלה. לי, 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 פני שבת, פני שבת לקבלה. We rise as we greet Shabbat. Boi v'shalom. Ateret bala, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לי, 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 לך דודי. לי, 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 לקראת כלה. לי, 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. לי, 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 לך דודי. לי, 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 לקראת כלה. לי, 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 פני שבת, פני שבת לקבלה. בגדלו מעשיך מעודמקו מחשבותיך. לי, 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 מה גדלו מעשיך. לי, 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 מעודמקו מחשבותיך.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom on the live stream. Do you guys know what cancel culture is? You've probably heard the phrase. It's this practice of leveraging social media to withdraw support for people, ideas, for books, for movies, anyone or anything who's deemed to be offensive in some way. When hundreds or thousands or hundreds of thousands of people all tweet the same hashtag or convey the same message, cancel culture is pretty effective at drawing attention to bad behavior. Cancel culture can be a corrective to racism. If you're a politician who wore blackface in their youth, for example, cancel culture has come for you. Cancel culture can be a balm for sexism. Many of the perpetrators of the hashtag #MeToo movement were first brought into the public eye through cancel culture. Cancel culture can be a corrective to slow a flawed justice. Oh, no, that's wrong. Cancel culture can be a corrective to a slow and flawed justice system. If you're caught on tape doing something you shouldn't do, you're canceled. People describe this trend as new, as a product of our times, as a result of our social media addiction, our obsession with Twitter, and our current inability to maintain civil discourse. Those people did not read this week's Torah portion. Like most things deemed completely new, cancel culture is completely old. The Torah portion this week is Parshat Noach. In these chapters, God cancels the universe itself. God looks around and says, I don't think so. These people are corrupt, they're stubborn, and they do not follow my ways. I am going to destroy the world. And God does. Not through a Twitter storm, but through an actual storm, flooding it all. God cancels the corrupt people and carves out just one family, the family of Noah, to restart. Now that is what I call canceling. Wipe the slate clean. Problem solved. So what do you think about this old new trend? Because we seem to be picking up a page from Parshat Noach more and more lately. Is cancel culture the voice of the people? Is it the height of truly free expression? Can it be a communal corrective to systematic or specific injustice? Is canceling the modern day equivalent to boycott? Is it the ultimate form of democracy and free speech? You be the judge. I'll give a couple examples. About a year ago, the actress Scarlett Johansson agreed to play a transgender person for an upcoming film role. She was questioned about her decision to take the role. Should she, a cisgender woman, be allowed to choose to play a transgender person on film when there are so many transgender actors who would love such a role? She defended her choice, saying that as an actor, art should be immune to political correctness, and that she should be allowed to accept any role she wanted. It's her art. She was canceled. An angry mass of Twitter users launched an online campaign protesting her choice and articulating a complete opposite view. The actress ultimately amended her comments and did not take the role. Canceled. Is that a corrective, or do you see it as a constriction? Is that the voice of an oppressed people rising up for what's right, or is it a limit of art by an orthodox left? You be the judge. There was an attempt to cancel Ellen DeGeneres this summer. She presents herself as nice, but it seems the workplace she runs is quite the opposite. And social media came for her. Amy Cooper, who you all know now, who called the police on a man who was bird watching in Central Park, canceled. She lost her job, her dog, her reputation, canceled. Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's, the food brands that relied on racism to sell their product, canceled. All of 2020, by the way, has been canceled. I think I might be okay with that one. We'll see how it goes. But there is also a real critique of cancel culture out there. Is a Twitter mob necessarily correct? Is it fair? Is it judicious? Is herd mentality good for us? Is it really good for any minority group out there? Is a flood of hashtags likely to be representative of mainstream thinking? And more deeply, there's a greater critique of cancel culture. Is it simply a constriction of the free exchange of ideas? Is it anything more than public shaming? If you are wrong, in fact, is canceling the right way to make social change? Is the clamping down of opposing ideas the path towards better social discourse? Or does it merely perpetuate the same closed-mindedness that cancel culture itself purports to critique? Is it the work of upper-class, affluent social media addicts who are the most educated, most affluent, most privileged group educating others about their backward ways? Is it some kind of expression of elitist status anxiety? A competition amongst liberals to see who is the most woke among us? And what should be the extent of it? If you're going to cancel someone, shouldn't you continue the through line and cancel everyone that does something wrong? Picasso was a terrible womanizer. Should you never look at one of his paintings again? Should you never hang a print of his artwork in your house? Wagner, who wrote the classic Wedding March, was a documented, proud, virulent anti-Semite. And I have seen many Jewish couples walk down the aisle to his music. The beloved children's author Roald Dahl was a Jew hater. Should you ban his books? These are real questions. A celebrated Jewish composer was outed as abusive to women and to children. Can we dance and clap along to his Mi Chamocha? The lesson we learn from Parshat Noah says yes to these questions. Cancel them all. None of them are righteous, even for their generation. But Judaism evolves. I'm even going to be so bold to suggest that God itself may evolve, or at least our understanding of God does. There is another model from Judaism beyond the pages of this week's Parsha. Open any single page of the Talmud and you will see the opposite of cancel culture. Judaism has a deep and abiding commitment to maintaining and even cultivating opposing opinions. Debate after debate after debate for pages and chapters and volumes and series. That is the Jewish way. Sometimes the debate is settled, but often it's left unresolved, hanging out there, unsolved, forever. Every time I walk through a Jewish doorway and I see a mezuzah, I think about this other, non-Parshat Noah type of engagement. Do you know why a mezuzah hangs at a slant? It's because the sages couldn't decide which way to hang it. Rashi, the medieval French commentator, said we should hang a mezuzah vertically so it reaches up to God. But then, a couple of generations later, along came Rashi's grandson, and he said, no, a mezuzah should be affixed horizontally, because that's how we kept the Ten Commandments and the scrolls in the time of the temples, horizontal. This debate was allowed to linger in the ether unresolved for 150 years. Only then, after reflection, trial and error, and observation, did yet another rabbi called the Tur come and say, you know what? The truth is somewhere in the middle. Let's hang it at a slant. Cancel culture is trending. Maybe it's here to stay. Maybe it will diminish as time goes on, and maybe it has some very positive attributes. But what about processing? What about letting things linger? What about contemplation? What about study and learning? What about resisting the opportunity to judge, to divide, and to shame in favor of discussion, thoughtful questions, and self-examination? What about nuance and intellect? Standing up for what is right is essential and urgent. But we must also remember, Parshat Noach is only one chapter of our much longer history. It's where the Jewish response to moral corruption begins, but it's not where it ends. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We turn to the Baruch Hu. Please rise.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or.
Ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, u'mavdil ben yom u'ben layla, Adonai Tzevaot Shemo, El Chai v'Kayam, Tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, HaMariv Aravim. Avat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ata, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Atanu limadeta. Ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochbeinu v'kumeinu, Nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'b'mitzvotecha, Le'olam, le'olam va'ed. Ki hein chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, u'ba'hem negi yomam v'layla. Ve'avadecha atasir mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Ve'hayu advarim ha'ela asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'v'shokbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtabtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. We continue with Mi Chamocha, our song of redemption, our song of freedom. Lai, 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 lai. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha ra'u v'necha, bukei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי בנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. לה 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 ונאמר כי פרע אדוני את יעקב וגלום יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל אמן. השכיבנו השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום לשלום השכיבנו השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמידנו שומרנו לחיים ולשלום ולשלום השכיבנו השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ופרס עלינו סוכת שלומך השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום אדוני אלוהינו לשלום. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat as an everlasting covenant. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat את השבת לעשות את השבת ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת
We turn to the Amidah. Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotinu b'imotzeinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל, אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ולמען אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We continue with a few moments of silent prayer.
legion libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri
We turned our thoughts to Misha Berach as we make prayers for healing. So many in our world, in our community, in our families are in need of healing of the mind, body, and spirit. We make a Misha Berach for Arthur Rovine, Nellie Schlachter, Ilse Klinghoffer, Josie Hausner, Jana Cox, Karen Gouchard, Susan Agrest, Jack, Mason, Jim, Richard, Daniel, Janice, Bobby, Jonathan Sachs, Jean Abrams, Dennis Gorham, Mary Corrigan, Harriet Zimmer, Bob Zimmer, Wayne Kabak, Talia Davida Bat Rachel Leah, Theodore Williamson, Marion Bartholomew, Bruce Levinson, Eileen, Bill, Pearl, Carolyn, and Derek. If you are making a Misha Berach for someone that I did not include on this list, please share their names aloud now, and we will offer them prayer. Misha Berach Avotenu v'Imotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, Hu Yivarech et HaCholim. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And together we say, Amen.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor Habracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Amen, amen. We turn to Aleinu, page 282, if you're following along in your electronic copy, and we rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
thoughts now turn to Kaddish as we mourn and miss those who are no longer with us. We recall Joan Holland, Lillian Stein, Stanley Rennick, Raya Yashina, Sandra Engelson, Alice Chernick, Richard Mallon, Joseph Eny, David Eny, Jerome Himes, Marcia Burnham, Ralph Suskin, Robert Haskell, Fred Fenig, Sarah Cox, Jerome Sadler, Adina Epstein-Bialis, Mervyn Vinegar, and Phyllis Morgan. We also remember the yahrzeits of David Lewis, Marvin Nepries, Carol Petit, Ethel Seidman, Joyce G. Seidman, Saul Tamney, Bernard Weber, and Carmela Landez. If you are saying Kaddish for a loved one or remembering someone, please share their name aloud now. We rise for Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarak v'yishabach v'yitzpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen.
Ve'imru, 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 Amen. Ve'imru, 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 Amen.
Amen. We welcome Fred Bash to the Bima for announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
First, tomorrow we will welcome Jacob Palmer and his family for his bar mitzvah. So mazel tov to Jacob and his family. And as a result, there is no Torah study tomorrow.
I'll miss you.
But there is a Shabbat walk. So if you signed up, you can expect to see the rabbi showing up on your doorstep or wherever you arranged to meet her. Adult Ed starts on the 28th. It's Conversational Hebrew with Alex Tansky. If you are interested, contact the office. We are also looking for soup kitchen volunteers. I believe if you check the e-blast, there's information on how to sign up for that. In addition, I have just a couple other things to say. One is thank you to the rabbi and the cantor and to Dimitri, and also to Sandy and Liat. Thank you. And the other one is that this is just a very unusual thing to be here in an empty sanctuary, or damn near empty sanctuary. I think it's great that we're back here doing this, but it's important to remember the old normal. And so I'd like to just, for a moment, remember the old normal with really one thought in mind, which is, it's great, and I wish we could share this experience with everybody. It really is great, but it's a lot less without all of you. And it's also very sad to be here after Lecha Dodi and not see people dancing in the aisles. We will be back here doing that at some point. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It is now my honor to bestow upon you the priestly benediction. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Keni hiratzon.
May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Keni hiratzon.
May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Keni hiratzon.
May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom, shalom, aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yasher Koach.